As always, it is so great to have you here, and I hope you're all staying safe and healthy out there. Anyways, today we're gonna grab some jarred butter beans, which is the same thing as the canned ones, known as judiones de la granja in Spain, and make a dish that's perfect for any occasion, from a busy weeknight to relaxed weekend lunch, as it comes together so quickly. We're talking creamy butter beans and onion sauce. And let me tell you, this dish is filled with so many amazing textures and flavors. The recipe is very easy to make, and the best part, it's all done in 30 minutes using just one pan for a very easy cleanup. Folks, serve these butter beans as a side dish next to some pan-grilled fish, or even as a main course, as they certainly have enough protein. Either way, it's the kind of food that with each bite, it's gonna fill you with so much goodness. This video is sponsored by tienda.com. The Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, and all the spices you need in basic pantry staples, such as jarred butter beans, which we're going to be using in today's recipe, among so many other great ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings, and they even offer classic grilling systems. That way, you can always perfectly cook your paella. Folks, visit tienda.com. Let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there, and make sure you use coupon code on a fork during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's just dive right into this. I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add in a generous 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 35 milliliters. Important to use the good stuff here is what truly makes a difference. Link where you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to finely chop 1 medium-sized onion and roughly chop 3 cloves of garlic. For the onion, I'm using a typical yellow onion, but you can also use sweet onions here or even a red onion if you like. Then we'll add the chopped ingredients into the hot fry pan, and we'll mix them around. That way they're all coated in the olive oil. And as you know, I like to mix this around continuously, that way everything evenly sautés. After about 5 minutes and the onion slightly translucent, I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour, which is 9 grams. And we're going to continue to mix this and go for about 2 minutes in the flour. This is enough time to cook off the raw flavor in it, that way it doesn't overpower the flavors of the dish. After cooking the flour for about 2 minutes, I'm going to add in 3/4 cup of milk, which is 180 milliliters. I'm using low fat, but you can also use full fat, non-fat, or even a plant-based one to easily veganize this recipe. We'll also add in 1/2 cup of vegetable broth, which is 120 milliliters. You can also use chicken broth here, or then beef broth if you like. 1/2 teaspoon of dried oregano, which is 1/2 gram. And 1/2 teaspoon of dried thyme, which is 1/2 gram as well. And we're going to continue to gently mix this and go for a few minutes until we end up with a slightly creamy sauce. After about 5 to 6 minutes and we've ended up with a slightly creamy sauce, it's time to add in the butter beans. I'm going to drain 1 jar of cooked butter beans into a colander. Once again, this is the same thing as the canned ones. And rinse the beans under some water. The size of the jar I'm using is 25 ounces, which is about 700 grams. Link where you can get the super soft Spanish butter beans I'm using in the description box below. Then we'll shake off any of the excess water and gently add the butter beans into the pan with the cream sauce. Then we'll season everything with sea salt and a generous portion of freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a gentle mix until it's well mixed together. And then we'll lower the fire to a low-medium heat, and we're going to simmer this for about 5 minutes, that way all the flavors can develop. After simmering the butter beans for about 5 minutes, we'll turn off the heat, squeeze in 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice, which is 10 milliliters, and add in 2 tablespoons of grated cheese, which is 15 grams. I'm using a Spanish manchego, but you can use whatever cheese you like. And we'll give it one final gentle mix until it's well mixed together. Then remove the pan from the stovetop, Transfer the beans into a serving dish. And garnish with some chopped parsley. Check it out, our creamy butter beans and onion sauce are done. Easy to make, simple everyday ingredients, and all done in 30 minutes using just one pan. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again folks, creamy butter beans and onion sauce. This smells so delicious. Here we go. Oh my word. That is absolutely right on the money. Another dish where less is more and the simple things are the best things, because we got the most basic pantry staples and we got so much goodness out of this. The butter beans just melt in your mouth, absorb all the flavors in the pan, and that cream sauce taking it to the next level with the onions really shining through. Easy to make, heart healthy. You ever try it home? Once again, as a side dish or even as a main course. Either way kind of food, it's gonna make you feel like $1,000,000. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Grunkle Jack, Kevin, and Krista Rakic. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. Leave me a comment below. And if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.